the last vlog, I talked about what did I talk about in my last vlog? So I talked about, you know, I had to make some decisions that were gonna affect me, you know, either financially, either, you know, positively or negatively. And so I talked about, you know, the importance of having to make those decisions and things of that nature. But one thing I didn't talk about, which I really wanted to talk about, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it, is happiness. So I've been on my job for about, it's going on like 5 years. And at the beginning, just like every other job, it's you know, awesome, you enjoy it. You know, it's just great. You know, it was a whole new field for me, totally different than anything that I have ever done before. So it was good. A couple years into it, I actually had the opportunity to open up my own business. So it was like a partnered business with my other two friends that started the company. And it was going well, and then, you know, some stuff got in the way. You know, when it comes to, it was my first time doing any type of business. I didn't go to business school. You know, I didn't go to school for business or anything like that. So it was completely new for me. So I knew how to, like, you know, manage a business, because I was running the shop that I was at. But this was totally new to me, and so, you know, it was going good, but then it just, you know, things started going downhill, and the support system wasn't there from, you know, you're supposed to be partners, but then the support system's not there. So it got, you know, it was a big mess. So I'm still part of that, you know, business, but the thing is, I've put a lot of time and dedication into that, and I've sacrificed a lot, and I've also neglected a lot of people in my life. You know, friends, but most importantly, above all, obviously my son. This job has required me to be working a lot. I literally, at one point, I was taking about, I would say I would say around 10, no more than 10 days off a year. So that's a 12-month calendar, you know, one whole year. Most people take, you know, 8 days off in 1 month. You know, they usually get 2 days off a week. So I was taking about 10 days off the whole year. And I did that for about 2 years straight before I actually started taking a day off every other week. But it was just 2 days off out of the month that I take now. And, you know, it's getting to the point where, you know, I'm starting to realize, as my son gets older, my son's gonna be 6 years old already, and I have a lot in my life right now. You know, my son, my girlfriend, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. You know, there's a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. I neglected, and it's not because I don't want to hang out with them or anything like that. It's just I'm busy. You know, if I don't, you know, do this, you know, there's no money. I mean, there's no money coming in, which means there's no food on the table. There's no clothes on my back, on my son's back, you know, on my girlfriend's back. There's just, you know, so many things, you know, work because of this, you know, our emotion because of this. But, you know, I'm starting to realize, well, not realize, but I'm starting to question whether, you know, these things are really worth the sacrifice. You know, I don't know what happened there. I've been doing this, like I said, I'm going on 5 years, and there's really been no big return. You know, the way I looked at it was an investment. You know, I was gonna invest my time, you know, my money, everything, you know, into this. By money, I mean, I was taking, you know, a pay cut. I took a big pay cut, you know, doing this. So, you know, obviously you want to invest in things, and obviously you want a big return, but I've yet to seen that. I mean, I've gotten a return, but it's not, you know, what I expected. It's not, as of right now, it's not, it hasn't been worth the sacrifice. And it's difficult because that's almost 5 years that I'm not gonna get back. I'm not gonna get back that time. You know, that time's gone, it's the past, and there's nothing I can do about it. Now the question is, going forward, what do I do? And now that I went through this experience, now going forward, it's a much difficult choice to make. Do I continue this? Do I just, you know, say screw it and just, you know, go do something else? Go do something that I love, that I want to do. Because this is what I'm doing right now. I don't love this. You know, I do this because, you know, it's been job security for the last almost 5 years. So I don't love, this is not what I love to do. I have, you know, other passions that I'm, you know, extremely passionate about. And that's my biggest question right now is, you know, when do you make that decision to just drop what you're doing and just try something else? I envy those people that can just be like, you know what, screw it. I'm not in love with what I'm doing. I'm gonna go find that. Go find that thing that's gonna get me up every morning. It's gonna make me, like, you know, want to go to work, not want to leave work, you know, and at the same time, you know, you're gonna have that time to spend with your loved ones, you know, so you can, you know, spend time with your parents, your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, if you have them, and your friends, you know. If you're single, you're not in a relationship. And most importantly, just spend time with yourself. I think that's one big thing that I've realized is that I do work a lot, and the time that I do have, I devote that time to my girlfriend, I devote that time to my son. So the time that's left for me, it's like virtually not there, you know, it's non-existent. And I think that's very important, to find time and spend time, you know, with yourself. You know, people just need to, you know, enjoy themselves, you know what I mean? Just, you know, relax, go, you know, if it is working out, you know, if it's going for a swim, if it's going, you know, for a walk, if it's just staying at home playing video games, staying at home watching a movie, you know, that's time, that's like quality, you know, me time, you know, that people really need. I think that is a big thing that I've been missing too. And so I'm just kind of right now, I know I'm talking so much, but right now, I guess I'm at that point where I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if all these emotions are clouding my judgment and I'm making the wrong decision if I decide not to continue this, or, you know, am I making the wrong decision if I decide to continue it, you know? I just don't know. That's the question, you know, is what to do next. And I believe happiness is super important, you know, because if you're not happy with what you're doing, there's no passion, you know what I mean? And you're gonna be doing something, but you're not gonna be passionate. So if you have no passion in what you're doing, there's nothing going into that, you know? There's no heart going into that. And I truly, like, I've always believed that, you know, you should do what you wanna do. You know, if you left, you know, making music, you know, go do that. You know, if you like making movies, you know, you want to be in the film industry, go do that. If you want to cook, you know, at least try it. I think it's a sad thing if you're gonna go your whole life without trying it, especially if you have talent, you know, and it's wasted talent, you know, like to quote, you know, Bronx Tale, you know, it's the saddest thing in the world is wasted talent. And it's true, man. There's so many people out there that have a lot of, you know, have great talent and they're very good at certain things, but they just can't pull that trigger, you know, because life gets in the way, you know, they gotta work, they have kids to take care of, so therefore they have to sacrifice their own happiness for, you know, to provide, to make other people happy. And I think it's a great quality, and I think that's just, you know, it's part of being a parent, you know, and I think it's awesome that a lot of people do that for their kids. You know, they sacrifice their happiness so their kids can obviously, you know, have, you know, happiness of their own. But at the same time, I think it's very important for people to do what they want to do in life. At least try it. If you go out and try it and it doesn't work out, well, you know what? You gave it a shot, you tried. You know, on to the next thing, you know, or hey, it didn't work out. Well, guess what? Get up again and keep pursuing it. You know, don't stop until you get there. If you really believe you're gonna get there, you're gonna get there. And I've always believed that. I know it sounds like I'm kind of contradicting myself, but I've always believed that. But I just been so caught up with life and responsibilities that it hasn't, you know, allowed me to get into that. At one point, I was so close to doing, you know, what I really wanted to do, what I'm passionate about. But at the last, literally at the 11th hour, like I couldn't, you know, because the scheduling wise, it was going to conflict with my work schedule, and there's no way I could take time off of work because obviously that's where I get my income. So I couldn't. And I'm 29 years old. You know, I'm going to be 30 years old in a few months, and I'd hate to be that guy that just, you know, every year that goes 30, 31, 32, I'm just, every year more and more, I'm just regretting not doing what I want to do. And I don't want to be that guy, you know, but it's hard. It's easier said than done. It's hard to just really say, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go do that. Because like I said, responsibility. And I know many of you are in the same boat where there's so many things you guys want to do, but so many, those responsibilities outweigh, you know, your willingness to want to go out there and do what you got to do, because, you know, unfortunately, that's just how things, you know, are. That's life, you know, you got to provide. But I think that if you don't have any of those responsibilities and it's just you and you're going to school, I would encourage you to just 100% just pursue it. Take advantage of any type of, you know, break or opportunity that you get. Take advantage of it, you know, and just do it, because you're gonna end up, you know, like me, where you're gonna be, you know, 29 years old and just wishing you could have done this and you could have done that. And you know, and it's, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do, you know, I love obviously my life, you know, I have great people in my life that love me and that I love, you know, so I'm not complaining that my life is horrible or not. By no means am I doing that, because there's people out there that have it 20 times worse than me. You know, this is just a, you know, minor thing that, you know, that's happening in my life, but it's something that I've really been thinking about lately, and I think that it's something I need to put more thought into it before I actually decide what to do. And but I just wanted to, you know, talk about that stuff. I think it's a lot of people, I'm assuming a lot of people go through that, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people personally that are going through that, and I think it's important, you know, to talk about those things. I think if you're going through that in life right now, you should probably find somebody to talk to, and, you know, just try to get some advice, just try to get people's opinion on it. And then, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, you're gonna make that decision yourself. But I think you should definitely speak to somebody about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I know I'm just venting and it's a long video, but, you know, I just wanted to put that out there. If anybody's going through that stuff, you know, you guys can relate. If you guys, you know, have been through it and, you know, you guys got through it, you know, and you're doing what you love, you know, what you love to do, what you always wanted your whole life, you know, then that's awesome. You know, kudos to you guys. And if any of you guys have any suggestions, if you guys want to shoot some advice over this way, you know, feel free to comment, and you know, we can definitely chop it up about that in the comment section. And that's pretty much it. I should probably get out of here and go back home. Just gonna end it here. Sorry for the long video. If you guys stayed all the way, I really appreciate it. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and hit that sub, hit that thumbs up. Comment below, like I said, if you guys ever, if you guys are going through this, or if you guys gone through it, let me know what happened. And if you guys have any suggestions, like I said, any advice, I mean, you know, I'm all ears. So if you guys can shoot any advice to me, definitely appreciate it. Anyways, so I'm gonna cut it there. Gonna head home. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's push pull day. So I'll be at the gym tomorrow. I'll probably record some footage, throw that up in the next vlog. And that's pretty much it. So, oh yeah, one last thing. I'm at the gym right now. You can't really tell, but if you look across the street, that's an In-N-Out right there. Just thought I'd point that out. I think that's pretty funny. It's right in front of the treadmills. I guess motivation. So if you can stay on the treadmill, not get off and walk across the street and grab yourself a double-double, I think you're winning. So you guys have a good one. Please subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up. I'll catch you guys on the next one.